What's up, Team Diesel? Today we brought Coach Mikey out into the battle zone. We are going to smash a primal movement activation routine. Easy to do as a great warm-up if you're going to go train. Easy to do, just fit into your daily routines at any point, AM, PM, midday, to get you kind of moving. But what you see out of primal movement is what we're doing is we're moving the body. We're moving the spine, we're crawling around a little bit like some animals, which a lot of times they call it locomotive movement or stability, but we're really just kind of connecting the body. So we're going to get going on that. So let's go right into an A-frame bear crawl. And today you'll see this movement. We usually do it anywhere from 1 to 2 rounds. And again, we have anywhere reps of 5 to 10 reps. But again, you'll see just like anything, we want good intent, we want good focus, and we're going to lock and load. So let's learn a little bit about it. So an A-frame bear crawl, we're going to start in a bear crawl position. So we're going to go knees right underneath the hips, hands right underneath the shoulders, head is back strong, and then he's just going to go bear. The A-frame goes into the top. So the A-frame, we're actually going to get a good stretch posteriorly, all right, which is good because a lot of times, let's suck that chin down now, Mikey, good. Don't fight me now, Mikey, let it go, good. All right, so he's going to have a little bit of there, and again, he's locked in there. He's going to have a little slight bend in his knees, and he's going to be able to flex and move at his calves a little bit. All right, so now he's just going to be able to stay locked in that core and crawl. Let's see it, Mikey. All right, so this is just a controlled crawl, but you can think about moving from the ankle. You feel that dorsiflexion, the flexion of the ankle, the extension of the ankle, good pressure into the hands. All right, if you do feel any shoulder pinches or anything, you can always think about really locking that core more, or really making sure those hands are pushed hard into the ground. That kind of wakes and creates that stability within the body. An A-frame bear crawl, really good for kind of stretching out our hamstrings if we're sitting a lot. Really good if we're at the table or at a desk or anything, kind of traveling. Good way to kind of get the body going and connected. All right, good. A-frame bear crawl, we usually do that 10 yards forward and backwards. Jefferson curls, Mikey. All right, we can do it at a wall or we can do it in space, all right? But the big thing about a Jefferson curl really is we're trying to move from our spine. So we're working spinal flexion. So what we want to do is create stability from the ground up. So we're going to think hip width with the feet. All right, we can think right here, and then he's going to push through the big toe, the heel, and the little toe. That's that tripod. He's going to grab in, and then he's going to tuck that pelvis. All right, can you do that, Mikey? And then we're going to look straight ahead, pack the neck to the spine. Boom. He's locked and loaded. Then he's going to go hands extended, and then we're going to keep him straight all the way. All right, so this will be our start position in our curl, and then we're going to start by tucking the chin down, and then we're going to slowly kind of work with it. So what we kind of do with this Jefferson curl is, if you see, we're going to walk and try to go each spine, if we're able to kind of walk each spine. Mikey's going to go until he feels the side of his legs, and then he's going to use those legs to help him guide all the way down to the ground. And really just keep thinking, nice strong core, exhaling as we go down, good, and you feel that good relief. He's got a slight bend in his knees, and he's getting that good posterior stretch. You see a lot of these stretches are built on that today. And then how do you work it up? You stack the joint, you stack the joint, you stack the joint, slow, 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 good. Arms are going to go straight now. Find my hand with the head. Good. Get that good reach. Nice and strong, and then you match exhale as you go down. Let's do one more, Mikey. Good job. And again, take your time. A lot of these things we try to rush. Life's already crazy enough, so take your time. Feel the body, press your feet into the ground. The more stability you have within the body, the more it will let you move and you can feel your things. That's really what mobility is having stability in the right spot. So good pressure through the heel, nice tuck of the pelvis. The glutes should be on at all times. And we'll finish with a nice overhead extension. Good job, Jefferson curl. A good 5-10 reps there will get you going, all right? We're going to go back down on the ground into a croc crawl, all right? In this position, it's going to kind of work into those hips. We're going to open up those hips a little bit. So a lot of times when you sit a lot, you get a little gunky here, and then you go stand up, and your pelvis goes here, and your rib cage is here. So we're going to try to open that tissue up a little bit. Open it up means just kind of activate it. Get it moving a little bit so we can actually feel our hips, all right? So Mikey, let's go into a push-up position. And then from there, he's going to bring his right knee to his right elbow. Outside of it, good, and this is that croc crawl position. He's going to try to drive his hips down in the ground. That gives us a really good stretch in this left side. Glutes are going to be strong, good pressure in the hands, and then he's going to crawl forward. And you're going to see a little switch, keeping those hips low to the ground, and he keeps, yes, he's crawling. We call them croc crawls. You've heard them as Spider-Mans. But again, what are we doing? We're working that good hip opener, and then we're feeling that core is strong. Let's go backwards, Mikey. What do you got? Backwards, we always like to challenge the body forward and backwards, right? Because it's called movement capacity. If we're not good at something, that's okay. We don't need to be good at it, but we can train the body to do anything. Really good job here with the croc crawl. Great for the hips and also gets our core and our upper body kind of activated. Good, Mikey, into an in-place quadruped T-spine position. All right, this drill is good for separation. So a lot of times if we're at the office or we're sitting or we're traveling, a lot of our life takes us to your phone. All right, it gets us to where we don't move well. All right, so what this allows us to do is kind of use that mid back that's supposed to move well and really be able to feel that separation. All right, so let's get into a quadruped position here. And then we're gonna drop one elbow down, so we'll go left elbow down, and then just put your right hand behind, and we're gonna hold here for a second, Mikey. So we wanna create tension here, so we're gonna tuck that pelvis, we're gonna drive into the big toe. All right, that will keep those hips. This is locked in, we want nothing to move from here. This is gonna be locked, then he's gonna press down, exhale, and open it up. Give me a couple reps, Mikey. Good, peel back, head is tall, pack that chin into your neck. Yeah, keep packing that chin, good, you got a good feel there, and then open it up. So you're gonna work that exhale as you open, inhale as you come back. Good, and you can pause that energy. Let's go other side, Mikey, show them how to reset it up. This one can be a little finicky, but again, set up strong, make sure that spine is strong, find my hand, good, and then he's gonna apply hard pressure into the right elbow, create that tension, good tuck, and feel it, look through that arm. Hold that end range a little bit, find that neck position back. Let's go one more. Quadruped T-spine opener, great separation, great if you feel gunky in your low back. If you got that upper trap tightness, well, no one likes it, good. All right, last but not least, we're gonna go at the ankles, all right? People forget about that. These are the last thing on the first chain is that ground contact. So our foot's gotta be able to work. It absorbs in, it presses off and creates power. There's a lot of joints in there. A lot of bones, all right? So when you do that, it's like, man, the worst thing that can happen to an ankle is that it stops moving. So that's one thing where we're gonna try to do is make it move better. So today we're just gonna get in a kneeling position here. We're gonna tuck the pelvis. We're gonna put pressure, and I'm gonna tell Mikey to tuck this underneath a little bit. And keep that knee straight out over that toe, Mikey. Tuck underneath, keep that strong. All right, so now from there, you should be able to fall over. Let's put both hands here. All right, and all we're gonna do is do a little ankle rock. So all we're gonna do is drive straight ahead. We're gonna think about keeping that knee directly over the inside of that big toe. Good, while he keeps that glute strong, core strong. So a little different than just rocking over your ankle. Now he's got a full core pressure, he's locked. Whoa, Mikey, and that's pretty good, and then come on back, all right? So the big thing is like, Mikey's pretty good going that way, so we always go straight ahead. We could go a couple over the little toe. All right, keeping that big part, keep that glute down, good, keep that tucked. Wanna make sure you're moving from the ankle and nowhere else, good, then come back. Good, and then the last position we'll go to, this one might be a little harder for Mikey, is that inner, good, that inside edge, and then keep that locked. And you can see he's a little restricted here, which is if he was a left-handed hitter or something, that would restrict that, but he's not, he's right-handed, so he's then doing more of this in his routine. So you can see why that might be a stickier area where we're like, all right, we need to really make sure we do a couple extra that way, get that glute strong, and little by little every day he starts to get that range back, and then you're open into that movement capacity, the ability to move. So to conclude, all right, so we do anywhere from 5 straight ahead, 5 left, 5 right with our ankle rock. So all these drills, to wrap it up, you put those together, limited rest in between 1 to 2 rounds, and you see that you got some good movement where you kind of can channel some breath, but then you add in some of these transit kind of core stability, the crawls, and it really provides something really good. Mike, how you feel?
Feel great.
Feel great. He's ready to go. He's ready to attack. All right, give it a try.